Red Hot Takes. Red Hot Takes. Red Hot Takes. Red Hot.
Happy Thursday. Today is July 23, 2026. Welcome to Red Hot Takes. Following a 2-minute commute that the city has kindly turned into 16 minutes, I'm Brandy.
I'm Trina.
And we are the Red Hot Ladies.
Oh, that was good. Welcome to start the show. You know, I agree. Mine was about 20-some maneuvering. 16, well, we'll give it to you.
Everyone can feel that pain.
Well,
this
thank you
time of
so
year.
much. Welcome back to our show and joining us on Thursday night. Welcome back to another episode of Portage County's premier show at night. Broadcast to you live from the beautiful studios. Here we are at Create Portage County. Today's show is brought to you by the one and only Maher Water Care. They started their business on Main Street in Stevens Point in 1950, and they are a family-operated 3 generations going on 4. Maher provides your water treatment needs, serving family in their homes. They are the North Central Wisconsin's trusted name in water, serving Wisconsin for 76 years. So cool. Love that about them. You can follow us on our Facebook page, our Instagram, our YouTube channel, and download our weekly episodes on Spotify, iTunes. Here we go.
You okay over there?
Here we go. On iTunes and other major platforms. And our amazing Emmy J's really outdid themselves today. Our current guest coming on the show later is ecstatic about her drink. Mine is gone.
It's good.
I could have did about 3 of those.
But where are our drinks from this evening, Trina?
I said Emmy J's.
Oh, okay.
I said
Sorry.
the one and only Emmy J.
Sorry.
is a local coffee shop bringing you freshly in-house roasted coffee weekly since 2003, offering you a wide selection of coffee and many other refreshments. They have 2 locations, one in Park Ridge and one in downtown Stevens Point, where we get our lovely drinks every week. And let me tell you, they are really outdoing themselves with this dragon fruit elderflower Italian energy drink. And it's magical. Even I have you drinking it now.
It's good stuff.
I know.
very
She's like,
good.
get one for the guests, too. So we did just that. Well, your favorite part of the show, our construction chaos. You know, you guys should be messaging us and letting us know if there's a part around the city. I've been watching some things with some local businesses, and it's really starting to be a journey traveling to these businesses. So if there's anything and any comments you'd like to say, join us or talk to us about it. We've thought about taking a road trip with the construction chaos to let everybody know.
We have.
Yeah. Were you awake that day we had that conversation?
Well, I don't know. I think road trip. I think let's go to the Dells, man.
Oh, hey.
You're talking about work.
Where should we go?
We're going to work. We're going to drive around the community. And
It'll be too much fun. No, I think it'd be nice just to show our viewers where we got to go and how we got to get there. So maybe we'll be heading over to Rookies.
not a bad idea.
Yeah, I got it. All right, Brandy, here we go. Construction Chaos brought to you by the one and only city of Stevens Point, the only municipality who by that says tears up multiple thoroughfares all at the same time.
Because apparently orange is the official color of summer. Oh, there we go with some great sound effects from our wonderful PA, Dr. Carl. Dr. Carl, thank you
Ooh,
very
I love
much.
that, Dr. Carl.
On the south side, Business 51 is still closed between the McDill Pond Causeway and Michigan Avenue. There is a little light at the end of the construction tunnel, in some sense at least. Crews are pouring concrete this week near Minnesota Avenue, and if Mother Nature behaves, the southern section could reopen in about 3 weeks. Of course, the closure continues to the Nebel Street intersection for several more weeks yet. Up north, God, it feels weird saying that.
I miss
Up
it.
north, between Briggs and Franklin Streets, expected to keep traffic crawling for about another 6 weeks. Michigan Avenue underpass stays closed until September, and 4th Avenue and the UWSP campus remains closed until mid-August. In Plover, the Wistop project at Highway 54 and Plover Road is sticking around through November. And because the fun never ends, beginning on Monday, July 27, construction east of Standing Rocks Park's entrance will close that road through September 22.
My little sound effect for that road will close.
If you're heading to the park, save yourself the headache and use the west entrance off Custer Road. Looking even further ahead, Portage County is already planning another major reconstruction project on County Road R between Highway 54 and County Road B, with construction tentatively scheduled for 2028.
So every summer we have to live with this.
It is the 5th season of Wisconsin, is it not? For the latest in road closures and construction updates, check out spmetrowire.com.
Oh, thank you, Brandy. And you're reading all. I go that way.
Well, now you have no excuse not to know.
And to plan accordingly, people. Plan accordingly.
But I will say, because this happens every single week, I get a phone call from Trina, and it's never, "Hi, how are you?" It's, "Do you know how long it took me to get around town today?" And I'll be like, "Trina, we went over the construction on the show last week."
And then when we decided, I said, we're taking a road trip because I'm so sick of this. And then I see our local business owners who are just beside themselves because
yeah.
Well, there's no main breaks this week. Lots of things in the news locally. Very
Now that
sad
you said
news.
that, now that you said there are no main breaks, there's going to be a main break tonight. Thank you, Trina.
You'll be right.
For all of the Public Works employees who
Scott,
are
I
now
love
going to
you.
have to respond to a water main break, you
Scott, I
can
love
send
you.
your nasty notes
No!
to Red Hot Takes with Trina and Brandy, care of Create,
Attach
Portage County,
the journalist.
1300 Maria Drive, Suite B. Thank
Good
you.
luck tonight while you're working.
Along with your segwaiters.
And thingy dingers. All right.
All right.
Hottest news stories of the week is brought to you by, and we were just talking about this, rookies that are right on that main thoroughfare, Business 51. He's doing a great job, by the way, on his social media. Check out their social media. He posts on there a lot, the updates, and he put a video. They widened the driveway to make it more accessible. So that was great. So I did see you do that, Randy. Wonderful, wonderful. They are open 11 to 9, the kitchen, serving up your favorite.
Wagyu burger.
I know, it's so good. Free trivia on Tuesdays, open mic on Wednesday, bourbon and cigar on the patio on Thursday. And do not forget, they are up and running per usual, and they have that amazing banquet hall that holds 300 weddings, anniversaries, fundraisers, you name it, and 46 beers on draft. So thank you, Rookie Sports Pub, and we'll get some business going over that way. All right, we are ready, and Trina's first.
Jump right into the news
I'm
for the week.
excited. The Downtown Stevens Point Annual Wine Walk returns Friday, August 14th, with a patriotic theme celebrating America's 250th anniversary. Oh, I love this. The 250th years plus 25 cheers events run, I love that, from 4 to 8 p.m. and features wine tasting, food pairings at 25 downtown businesses. Wow. Along with shopping, themed photo opportunities, live music by the Mia Brown and Get Down. Advance tickets are $45, and organizers say the event will typically sell out, so get going and get those tickets. For tickets and more information, please visit the downtownpointwi.com. And without that wonderful news, we go right into the town of Stockton. I love my town of Stockton. Fire department is recruiting paid on-call firefighters and EMS personnel, including EMRs, EMTs, paramedics, and registered nurses. The department says no previous experience is required and will cover the full cost of training. Members are paid for emergency calls, training, and weekly drills. You don't have to live in the Stockton area either to serve. Applications are available at thetownofstockton.wi.gov backslash. I know what I'm thinking about, swimming in my pool. If I could just get the time, Lord have mercy.
Why don't you start that URL over from the beginning?
Ready to go?
You want me to go? townofstockton.wi.gov/apply-now.
Thank you.
All right. You okay?
Give her, Brandy. What
Okay.
we got? What we got?
All right. Stevens Point residents will soon have a chance to weigh in on plans for a proposed Nexus Public Safety Center during a public listening session on Wednesday, July 29. The meeting begins at 5:30 p.m. at Midstate Technical College in the Lead Center at 1001 Centerpoint Drive. The more than $30 million proposal would include a regional training campus for police, fire, and EMS, along with Stevens Point's future fire station number 3 on the city's east side. The session is free and open to the public. In other news this week, tensions nearly boiled over at Monday night's Stevens Point Common Council meeting as Mayor Mike Wiese and District 4 Councilwoman Andrea Olson sparred over whether Olson's request to reconsider an approved 7 Brew drive-through should be placed on the agenda. Olson argued city staff improperly blocked the request and warned the process could raise open meeting law concerns. Wiese countered that the reconsideration did not meet the city's procedural requirements because it wasn't filed within the required time frame. After an 8-minute debate over council rules and state law, the council approved its agenda without taking any action, leaving the June approval of the 7 Brew project unchanged. In a related story, new emails obtained by the Point Plover Metro Wire show Stevens Point city clerk reported what she described as a possible open meeting violation regarding Andrea Olson. The emails show that Olson contacted other members of the council in her attempts to find people who would vote in favor of reconsidering the project. Olson said she was following council procedure and specifically trying to avoid open meeting law violations, while City Clerk Susan Pega referred the matter to the city attorney and Mayor Mike Wiese before the meeting. It's unclear whether the issue will face any further review.
I watched it, and we'll be following.
I think we all be.
It was a good meeting.
I think this is just the beginning between these two public servants.
Yeah, it was a good meeting.
And finally, the Boys and Girls Club of Portage County this week announced it's launching its public phase in a $6 million fundraising campaign to expand its Sherrill Center in Plover. The 15,000 square foot addition could more than double the number of teens the club serves each year and increase the center's daily capacity from 170 to 340 kids and teens. The campaign is already 2/3 funded, with local philanthropists John and Patty Noel pledging $1 million matching challenge, doubling community donations through October 30th. You can learn more or donate at PG.
PG.
PG. Shush. bgclubpc.org. See, now we've screwed everyone up.
Yep.
bgclubpc.org.
Yes, beautiful.
There we go.
All right, are you ready?
I'm ready. Are you ready?
Yes.
You going to be okay?
I'm excited about this guest. This was kind of, when she walked in the door, I was like, oh my gosh, she's beautiful.
She's beautiful?
She's beautiful.
Is that our metric for a guest?
It's now a thing.
You have to be good looking to be a guest on the
Oh
show?
my God. All of our guests are good looking and beautiful and talented and everything.
I
and
don't
then
know about
some.
Chris Brooks.
Chris has to come back on and rebuttal that, man. Woo! Brandy. All right.
Our guest today is Karen Margolofsky. I'm going to butcher this last name. Margolofsky, the executive director of Stevens Point's 2 business improvement districts. Karen took over the role in 2025 after previously leading the Eagle River Revitalization Program, where she helped secure more than $500,000 in grants, guided the community to Wisconsin Main Street of the Year recognition in 2024. She is a UWSP graduate, and she said returning to the city was a homecoming. She now oversees the Downtown Business Improvement District, which was created back in 23, the Portage County Business Park Improvement District, established in 24. Together, the two organizations work to support local businesses, coordinate improvement projects, recruit new investment, and help make Stevens Point a, quote, more vibrant place to live, work, and visit. Today, we'll talk with Karen about what's happening downtown, what's on the horizon, and how the bids are shaping the future for the community. Karen, we are so excited to have you. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
So
Thank
excited
you.
to be
Thank
here.
you. I'm excited to have you. So, as soon as I knew you were coming on the show, we've been visiting the downtown businesses. I have personally, most recently, just at the Wooden Chair, and went over to check some flowers out at Hirsch, Lily and Vine, dear old friend of mine. So do me a favor before we let our viewers know, for someone like myself who has really no idea what this job entails, please explain to us what you do and what it is all about,
Absolutely.
Thank
So
you.
it's fun. The downtown area is a Main Street program. So there's national accreditation standards that we have to meet. And they are modeled over Main Street America. So they have like a 4-point approach, which is what our work groups are. So it includes design, which I always say is like the beautification efforts of a downtown.
Wow.
Promotion, which is a lot of the events and just telling everybody about the downtown and all the great aspects and businesses and community efforts in the downtown. And then economic development or economic vitality, which is working with the business owners hand in hand, working with the city and economic development, and just getting that vibrancy, continuing the vibrancy, trying to make sure there's not empty businesses and stuff like that, bringing grants and funding and everything to support the downtown. And then organization, which is just making sure we are a business improvement district, so that is bid dollars, which are tax dollars. So we don't really have a membership base. The property owners that were designated in that district pay a tax to us. So organization just kind of makes sure that all of that money is allocated properly. And it's also the work group that gets our volunteers and the fundraising aspect, because for Main Street accreditation, the bid funds can only be about half of your funding. So
Okay.
the other half of your budget needs to come from private sources and fundraising and everything. So people don't always realize that. And they think because we get tax dollars and are under the city that we're not a nonprofit. We are. We have to invite the community to participate in our organization. So it's kind of a different aspect. Well, all nonprofits have to kind of have
Right.
a community aspect, but it's really fun that businesses and community and individuals get to be part of our Main Street community.
Wow, there's a lot going on down there, more than I realized. Holy
Oh, yeah.
smokes.
Oh, yeah.
That's wonderful.
So I think something that everyone kind of unfortunately thinks about when they think about the downtown of Stevens Point is some of the issues that we've had with homelessness. And we were talking before the show about, when you compare this year with last year, it's a completely different world. It's a world of difference. And I'm wondering if you can talk a little bit about, we don't want to ignore the fact that there are definitely challenges, but we don't want to focus too much on them either, because I think that unfairly paints the downtown. So if you could talk about some of those challenges and how you guys have dealt with them, I think that'd be really helpful.
Absolutely. So, and I just want to preference that there is no community on this earth that doesn't have this situation.
Sure. Yeah.
There are homeless and unhoused and people in unfortunate circumstances all over the place.
Right.
There's just some communities that it might be a little bit more visible. And so, it's not a problem that we're going to solve
Overnight,
but
for sure.
it's definitely where your community can come together and provide resources. And that's what I feel like the community is doing. I moved here in October, kind of came here in September because my kids started school, and I've noticed a difference. The police chief is new, and he's got an initiative of making sure that everybody in those unfortunate circumstances has the brochure they created, has the resources. I think our downtown is a little unique, and we tend to see more people in those unfortunate circumstances because some of their services are down there. The bus transit
Right.
station, the
The
Franciscanians,
lockers.
the public library, the ADRC, like all of these resources are places that they can go and use computers to apply for jobs and just so many get meals and stuff. And a lot of that is transitioning with the groups. Partnering together has brought together all of the organizations that are their vision and mission are to help that population. And so I think that is a great organization that has come together and that I noticed that is different and very proactive in Portage County. So I love to see that. And just making sure that everybody, that they're human beings. Like we're all just in the same framework here, but we just all have different circumstances to deal with. And so I just love that they're being talked to.
He's helped, what is it, 7 or, we talked about it on the show last week. I think it was 7 or 8 people. He's actually
Yep.
got back to their families, North Dakota. I think it was Arizona. I mean, he's really doing a great job.
Well, it's
And
not
in the-
just him; it's his officers.
Yeah,
too,
sorry,
Yeah.
he's the department.
Yeah, and they have
Wow.
a special allocation so that they can help with
Yeah.
bus. And I know some people took that. We had a meeting with some downtown businesses, and some people took like, you're just shipping them out. And no, we're shipping
Yeah.
them to, or they're giving them the resources to go back to where they came here from
families,
to see
yeah.
family, but they couldn't. So, but they didn't have
Right.
the money to go back. So, I think there's a lot of positive things that are happening, and I think we'll continue to see the changes and stuff. And we are a beautiful community. It's
Yeah.
a welcoming community. The downtown is right off the riverfront.
Yeah, the water fountains going
Yes,
again. It's
yes.
beautiful. Her and
So-
I were downtown. It was like, oh, it's so pretty. It was
Yeah.
beautiful. It was a beautiful day.
Yeah, but I do think it's hard to see in the downtown because I think it brings so many emotions. Depending on your past and your history, seeing people in a rougher state of life
Yeah.
can be very emotional. You can get scared, you can feel compassion, you can feel all of these emotions, but a lot of times you just don't have that in you to go and help. So I think it's just comforting. I know when I take my kids, they're just like so comforted to know that there are people, a lot of people in this community that have that passion to reach out and help. And it's a great thing to see. In a
And they're
community.
working on the warming house as well. So
Yeah.
that'll be coming up soon in the near future.
The 365 shelter. You
Sorry.
mean?
Yes.
Okay.
Warming house. Sorry. But I'm so focused on what she's saying. I'm like,
It's okay.
well, thank you for what you're doing, and thank you for talking about that. That's not always easy to talk about. It's become a thing.
They're great people. We had an event down there on Saturday, and they picked up the band shell area or the bus stop area. And we didn't ask them to. We just said we're going to have an event, and a lot of them helped. One helped us put the toys together for the kids zone. I mean,
wow.
they're just
Yeah.
they have hearts too.
They're
you
normal.
know?
They're people. They're
So-
human beings. They have souls.
Yes,
It's I
it's
get
not,
it.
and they hung around downtown. A lot of my business owners say they are customers. They maybe don't spend as much as other people, but they are customers too. So, there's always bad groups. There's always a bad bunch. So, I know there's still problems that are to be solved or to be transported or but
Thank you, though.
It's
Thank
working
you.
on it. Yeah,
Yeah, I love that.
So let's talk about this event that you had on Saturday.
Yeah,
This was Discover Downtown.
it was.
I can't remember what year is it. Do you know what
Oh,
year we're at
gosh.
right now? I know.
I know it was
many
called
years.
Crazy Days. I have a lot of
it
people
was.
I was
say,
Crazy
just
days,
gonna say
yep.
that.
Yeah.
Great sidewalk sales, and
yeah.
it's a great place to spend your babysitting money
And bring
when
the
you were a
kids.
kid.
Yeah.
Bring the kids. I remember when they used to drop.
We still do
They
the
still
ping
do
pong.
the drop.
Yep,
Yep.
yep.
How was it this year?
It was good. We had beautiful weather.
It was busy.
We don't always advertise the fire departments coming. We lightly advertise it.
They never know if they're going to
We really didn't know until
they
10 o'clock that
yeah.
morning if they were going to be able to come.
Sure.
So they were able to bring a demo vehicle and the splash pad, the fire truck that
Yeah.
shoots the water off the
Water
ladder.
cannon.
And it was so good. I have to say I did walk down there and get a little bit of that mist because it got hot. So there was
Yeah.
kids running through it and adults running through it. So.
I know a lot of people who attended, so I love seeing that in our downtown.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I miss it.
Yeah, and the one comment I got is that more people wished we advertised it more, which is the hardest thing with an organization that has a limited budget for marketing and stuff. But I had other people say, I seen it more this year, so I think it depends on what
you're-
sources
yeah.
they're looking at. So, if anybody has any tidbits of helping us to
Guess
to
where
do, I know
we're
I've been
going
working
next
with
year.
Brandy a lot.
Guess
but-
where we're going next year. We'll be there. We'll be there
Yes,
for
yes.
sure. I would love to be there.
So yeah, we always hope that businesses kind of spread the news too when they see our
Yeah.
events happening. I can always email out a poster if they want to put a poster up. We get a certain number printed and we put them in the places that we think are most visible. But obviously, we don't have an endless budget. So, and we're always looking for donors and sponsors and love to give shout outs. So yeah,
Perfect.
it was a
Love
great
that.
event. I think everybody had fun. The businesses were busy. It was busy downtown, and the weather cooperated with us. So it's
Sure.
a beautiful day to be downtown.
Sure.
Sorry, I was just checking one thing. There was one thing I was going to ask you about now, and I can't remember. It was so crazy. That was then Crazy Days.
It was Crazy
Yes.
Days, is
Same.
what I was told. Yep.
Oh wow.
It was the place we all went to spend our babysitting money
Yeah.
when we were.
Shopping.
Yeah,
10
and
or
I heard
11
there
or
used
12.
to be like big bands at both ends, and we
Yeah.
had little bands
Yeah.
at both ends, and the symphony orchestra, the youth from the Wisconsin Central Wisconsin.
CWS.
Yeah,
SL.
acronyms, of course.
Yeah.
They played out in front of graffitis down by the farmers market, and it was so beautiful.
Yeah.
They had about 4 or 5 young strings players and
Yeah,
stuff.
they
It
do a
was
great
just
job.
beautiful. It was beautiful. Yeah.
Do you have a specific time too? And I didn't get there this year. I know
Yep.
a lot of people. Like, is there anything where the food trucks can come in?
No.
How does that go
I guess
about?
there's an ordinance that we can't have food trucks within 200 feet of
Really?
any of the food establishments in the
It
downtown.
competes. It's an unfair
get that.
competition.
But the farmers market was happening. So what we're talking about, and we send out a survey to all the businesses, and anybody that wants to send me their feedback and comments, I will welcome it. But we're talking about, because it is so much foot traffic with the farmers market,
Right.
that instead of going 10 to
forgot that was going
4,
on too, yeah.
that we might go to like 8 to 2 or something like that. So kind of looking at what is the best bang for the buck and everything.
Okay. Good
So
to
yeah,
know.
so we are looking at adjusting the hours potentially, but we love having it on a Saturday. We love working together with the farmers market and just all the downtown businesses. So.
And it looks like now you guys did the corn, the August. What was that? Corn on the corn.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that.
We're
one.
not having that this year, I've been told.
Hasn't happened for a number of years.
But I mean, that's not coming back. That's not being a thing. It's
No, it
Yeah.
might under some other.
circumstance.
People don't.
That's
shop
what I was
the way
trying
they
to look
used
up.
to.
Oh
Yeah, I was like,
People
what's
don't
it called?
shop the way they used to. People don't. What made Corn on the Curb
That's
so
what it was.
successful is people paid a admission fee at a gate and then bought their booze. Well, now we have the outdoor open intoxicants. So I go into Graffitis or Sugar Bar or Brick House and buy my beverage there because we're allowed to have it on the street in certain areas.
That
So
makes sense. Yeah.
it's unfortunately not feasible the way they once ran it. And the individuals who ran it back then are still around today. And they've said volunteerism is down and we rely on volunteers to
Good
make
to
that
know.
happen. So
yeah.
that's
And so some people maybe don't know that the Stevens Point Alliance, the downtown business organizations, used to do. We adopted all of their events when they kind of dissolved, and the Stevens Point Business Improvement District took over those events. So like,
let's back up just 2 seconds
Yeah,
here, real quick. For those who are just joining us, we're talking with Karen
Margolovsky.
Margolovsky, the
It's a
executive
ski.
director
I love that. I'm a
from,
ski from home.
the Business Improvement District. But you know what's really interesting about the SPA? You just mentioned SPA, the Stevens Point Alliance. It wasn't called SPA for very long.
Oh, okay.
It was the Downtown Business Association,
Yep.
DBA, rolled right off the tongue. DBA. And if you talk to some of the longtime business owners, they'll still call it the DBA. It's challenging. But there
I
were
just saw
some
their logo on something, and I'm like,
I
what
believe
is
it.
this?
Well, she keeps saying
Yes.
the bid. And I go, what are we bidding on? There's a
Yeah,
bidding
yeah,
war
bid.
downtown.
And
Is there an
I know
auction
that-
going on?
yeah, in
that-
economic development, that's a
Yeah, I had no
term.
idea what
Yeah.
she was talking about for a
the
while.
bid and SPA through some personality issues with people who are no longer involved with the organization, we've now come to the place where we have the bid, where it's some
is great.
little bit of city involvement to maybe organize things a little bit better, and you with a whopping staff of 1.
Well, I have an events coordinator, Chris Carney.
Sure.
Is awesome. So, but
Sure.
she is part time.
So, do you guys do the trick or treating that I saw a door down there?
Yes, yes.
Oh, I love the trick or treating.
We do the
I'm
holiday
the mom and the
parade.
grandma that loves it. I
Yes.
went with my grandson, and the whole time I'm like, "Oh my God, hi, hey, how's it going?" It was just the best time ever.
It's a tremendous event and
I love-
thousands of people. Literally, I think last
love
year we
it.
counted 3,000 people.
If you want to
last
see
year,
Hannah
so.
from MEJ's in a witch costume, my daughter still calls her the witch.
I love Hannah. I love that.
You know, the only thing you're missing from downtown events, in my opinion, is a community sing-along of Sweet Caroline.
Oh, that would be so
Because you
cool.
guys have a bunch of outdoor speakers down there. And
we?
yeah. And
what's going on?
I've
here?
heard
are they?
Christmas music piped through the
Oh.
downtown, and anyone who's been downtown has heard this too. And I just thought, with all the crap going on today,
Yeah.
what's something that would bring everyone, no matter what their race,
Right,
religion,
right.
politics, let's just blare Neil
Right.
Diamond,
And-
Sweet Caroline, and every single person would
Yeah.
sing along.
Well, at the trick or treating, we want to do a witch. Hannah's big on doing
She's
a witch
so
dance. So,
good.
but maybe Sweet Carolina can close
Yeah,
down.
where they come
the
in and do
end.
like a Michael Jackson
Right.
dance in the middle
Right,
of
we'll
Main
get all those
Street.
costumes that are.
That'd be so
doing
cool.
stuff.
What does that come?
That's-
Flash dance.
that's-
Flash dance.
No Thriller.
No, when they come in and do a flash dance.
Oh yeah.
That'd be
Flash
so.
Yeah.
mob.
Flash dance. Flash.
Flash
mob.
Dance was a thriller
God.
with the Steel Town girl on a Saturday night who
Oh,
did the. She
goodness.
was the private dancer, and she pulled the
Private
cord and water
dancer.
came all over.
Now I'm singing another
Now,
song.
you
I
need
can't
to stop mixing the 80s.
I can't help it. I can't help it. It was a thing.
Flash mob.
Flash mob. We
And
need
last
that.
year, the downtown
cool.
library did a
Yes.
membership drive, and they had a thriller, like a zombie walk type thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it was small for the first time, but I don't think it was very well promoted.
Yeah.
And I think there was some maybe missed opportunities with other
Right.
businesses.
We would love to have that as a joint effort.
To have a zombie cocktail at some place and all the businesses downtown promoting it. And I'm hopeful
love it
that
down
Because
there.
everybody
might see
should have a
that.
library card.
Oh,
That was
I
the
do.
first thing I did when I moved to town. Before we even moved here, my kids wanted to go and get a library card, so we
Yeah.
all got our library cards.
It was nice. We were down there.
Absolutely.
I was down there last Friday, and it was really busy.
Yeah.
It was like 11 o'clock. It was
And
busy.
we're working on redoing that alley there. I'm so excited for
And
that project.
which alley are we talking about
The
now?
library alley.
The tunnel.
The tunnel.
I
I
am
know. Some people call it a
so-
tunnel and some people call it a library
It's
or
been
alley.
called the tunnel
gonna
for
be so
Okay.
cool.
decades. Can you kind of summarize for someone who's not familiar with the project what you guys
Please.
are planning for that? For the
Yeah.
tunnel?
Yeah.
So the work groups were working, specifically the design work group was working on this for about 3 years. They identified it as kind of a dark, kind of shallow
Yeah,
space. And
the dungeon.
The mural had the people on it, and their eyes kept getting gouged out and stuff. And not public works, Park and Rec kind of always maintained that. But they wanted to add a new freshness to it. So they started the project, and when I came in, I'm like, go big or go home. And I'm like, there's a Vibrant Spaces grant that's $50,000. Like, what else needs to be done in this area? And it's a placemaking grant.
Yeah.
So, what does the organization need to have more placemaking actions, more events, and stuff like that? So we were able to apply for that grant, and we got the $50,000. It's a matching grant, and so the city is backing up. The bid had designated $10,000 in their funds. The city is contributing $10,000. We're making the sidewalk areas in the front and the back of that tunnel or alley a little bit more safer. We already redid the back garden because it had a lot of bushes and shrubs.
Yeah, it
and
was
stuff
quite
was getting stored in there.
overgrown. Yeah.
So we already ripped all that. Well, I should say thanks to the streets department had their equipment there, so they took all that out, and we replanted it a couple weeks ago. I know it doesn't look fantastic right now because when you plant flowers in July and
Right.
then the
Yeah.
heat comes in, I mean there's sprinklers, but it will look fabulous next year. I guarantee it. just doing some maintenance issues and talking to the businesses next door and talking with the library. But then in the tunnel, we're adding tons of color. So
Oh, wow.
we brought in the placemaking signs that like aqua blue and the light green and the purple that you'll see in the parking lots that kind of designate and through the streets. We're bringing those colors in and we're putting it on the wall. She's actually coming next Tuesday to do that backdrop to the landscape pictures. We don't know if the people are salvageable to put back up, but at least the landscape.
The people in the mural, you mean?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, the standalone, because some of them had broken arms and stuff like that. But we're going to do the best that we can. And then on the other wall, which is the library wall, that kind of has glass panes, kind of, we're doing color blocks. And we may even add some like quotes or art on there. We're working with an artist. We wanted to have musical instruments kind of in front that are like
Yeah,
the
it's gonna
fun
be
playground ones,
beautiful.
like the decorative butterfly that has like the chimes, but the library would like us to have music. And so we're honoring their request, and we're going to do some other cognitive. I really wanted it to be inclusive, and so that people can spend time there and be interactive with the things, which, you know, musical instruments was the easiest way to do that. But now we're looking at, it made us go outside the box and think of what else could we put there. And so we're looking at a lot of different features that are like spinning mirrors and just to get your intensity of the space. And maybe adding some more history in there with educational things. The artist we're working with is local, and she was showing us some of the projects she does with like, I'm not going to do it justice to define it, but it involves birds and some really cool glass. And she showed us, I think she did one of the clinics in Wausau on an indoor sculpture type thing. And so they're getting us some ideas for an outdoor sculpture. So it'd be more in the front, but very kind of interactive, spinny, historic purposes like of the area. So I'm super excited to see that happen.
We'll have to go
And
make
then-
a video.
intrigued.
Yes.
I am too. I'm like,
And then
road trip.
we wanted, if you ever go to that tunnel from Main Street, there's like that half wall with the library, which I totally
Yeah.
understand it. It makes a nice little courtyard in front.
Yeah.
But it doesn't give that straight flow to the alley. So we're going to try to take out that little half wall. And then I said, wouldn't it be great to have one of those decorative poles like the riverfront
wow. I
with
know-
reading a book?
Yeah.
So I talked to the mayor, and he talked to his artists and stuff, and I already got a rendering. They put a graduation cap on, which is kind of cute because it
wow.
incorporates all the graduates in the area of the universities, the tech schools, the high schools, everything. So yeah, we're working on fundraising. I already got $2,000 donor that she's super excited about that. Nicolay Bank has donated towards some of our placemaking, our stage. That won't be permanent stage there. It'll be a portable stage for us to use for all different kinds of events. So I'm so thankful
Wow.
for Nicolay Bank, and of course the WEDC with their Vibrant Spaces grant of $50,000. So it's
For
going to be a
those who
fun
don't
project.
know, the WEDC is the Wisconsin Economic Development
Holy
Corporation. It's a state
cow.
organization.
You got a lot going
Yeah,
on.
so it's
This
fun.
is just great.
And it's going to be so inviting, and
Yeah.
it's just going to be a great spot to hang out.
I think we could bring up, is there still talk about getting some of our old fashioned, beautiful Christmas decorations that used to be down there? Whatever happened to them? It's a conversation
That's a public works issue.
I see time and time again. Are we thinking of adding any new fancy Christmas decorations?
I don't know. I'd have to call. I mean, I talked about some banners because at my last job, we had an artscape program that we did banners on the main street of local artists and stuff. But I was told that there's like different ordinances with banners and
Yeah.
who has the right to put banners where.
Yeah.
So I haven't talked about Christmas lights. I mean, I love the street lights that they do and kind of, you know, where he waves his wand and we light it before
Yeah,
the
it's so
holiday
cool
parade. It's
for the
pretty
kids.
impactful. Like that's a
Yeah.
cool way to do that. And so no, I have not. I've seen the
old-
Christmas lights throughout, which I really like because Stevens Point is sprawled out. Like it's a big place. So like going down 10, there's Christmas lights on the poles. But I was in charge of Christmas lights too up at my last place. They are so expensive.
Expensive
They are,
and
yeah.
very,
And-
very time
And to
consuming.
store them.
Yes,
They
it's
take
a
a lot of.
lot.
I used to have to change all the light bulbs. Well, not me. I got volunteers.
Okay.
And I mean, each snowflake had like 100 light bulbs. I had youth volunteers. Their fingers were like raw from
or
screwing.
freezing.
Yeah, well, I finally brought him to my office one year, and then I built a shed up there, and we stored him in a shed. But it's a lot of work.
It is.
It
It
is.
is.
And, you know, the streets department are up there, the electric department hung them for us. But, yeah, even though we tightened all the light bulbs, when they would go and hang them up, the light bulbs would fall out, and I'd be like, oh, my gosh, I can't tighten them any tighter. So I love lights, but I feel the pain of how hard it is
It's
to
a lot of work.
store, to purchase.
Yeah.
Well, we've
They're
got a
just so
great
expensive.
streets crew. The guys
We
in
do.
the Public Works
Yeah.
Department, they get in their cherry pickers. And
I thought they
install
look
'em every
great.
year.
I always
Yeah.
like wonder what's gonna come up across from my house every year. I'm like, okay, what is it? Reindeer? You know, I'm always like, which one am I gonna get? Is it the little lantern
Yeah,
they have? So
They're
we
so
do.
cute.
We have some gorgeous decorations, but everyone's rooting and raving for those old time fashion ones that we used to have above the Division Street there.
I'd love to see the season's greetings.
The big
banner,
one,
the
or
big
banner.
one
Yeah,
that goes
yeah, yeah, yeah.
over the main
yeah.
thoroughfare.
Yeah, that'd
I
be
think
so
that
cool.
Those are
that
about
just-
20,000, I would say,
But
for the
it just-
starter one.
that really gives you a
Wow.
sense of
Yeah.
community.
It does. They're
That the
beautiful.
whole community is feeling Christmassy
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
holiday-ish, whatever.
And
it
it's
is you-
crazy because you can get contracts to lease them too, but it's just as expensive.
Oh,
But at least you
wow.
get brand new ones every year. Well, as brand new as they bring it,
Right.
but like they come and you can have them. But it's to lease it annually. It's probably like 20 to 30 to 40, depending on how many you get.
I think we
It's
can
a
probably
super-
get some Girl Scouts or Boy Scouts or some
Yeah.
some kids involved in some of these projects.
Sure. Yeah.
like raising funds to get
No,
that?
doing the work themselves.
Oh, gotcha.
Some cross stitch, some sewing, some
Right.
something to create a
Trim
banner.
trees and make
I-
wreaths.
They got to work with their hands.
On their spare time.
Yeah, yeah.
Spare time from what? Being on their phones?
Yeah, right? Oh, right. Oh, don't get me started. Anywho. Well, I do want to bring up your outstanding, gorgeous outfit. I know
Oh God, here we go.
I know exactly where it's from. Bria Bella, the
Yes.
one and only. You look phenomenal.
Thank you.
I love it. We were there not that long ago, and I was like, that blue outfit's so gorgeous. I had to buy it.
So comfortable. It's
Love it,
so
love it,
comfortable,
love it.
yes.
I love her store. I love the
Yes,
atmosphere.
yes.
I'm sad to see Turquoise in Maine. And,
know.
it's the relocating. I
It
get
is,
it. And
it
I
is.
love her store.
She was on, and still is. We have a meeting tomorrow, and she'll be there at
I'll
the
be there.
promotion committee. And she's such a delight in the
love her.
community. I hate to lose business owners, and especially her.
Especially one is, I love her store.
For full disclosure, I am a journalist, so I should probably let everybody know I am sitting on the promotions
Yes.
committee of the bid. I made a suggestion one week and opened my big mouth and
We
said,
reeled her in.
well, you got to sit in our
There
committee now.
she is.
So-
like she doesn't have extra time on her.
I do cover the bid. I do not write about the committee,
Right.
Because I sit on the committee. So that's the committee that we're talking about. And
Yeah.
you
Although
see
I
a
can't
little
call it
bit-
a we're has to be a work group.
a
work group.
Yes,
A
because
work
we're under the
group.
city. And
I would get fired the day I was hired because I'd be like, forget it. We're all getting together for coffee. It's,
That's exactly what we do.
such and such's birthday. Do we really get
That's what we do.
Wooden
We get
chair.
together
So
at the
cool.
wooden chair downtown.
I gotta get,
and
wooden chair.
We have
Ooh.
breakfast. We have
Oh,
coffee.
gosh.
We
I love their muffins.
shoot the breeze.
Oh, it's a vibe there. I
All
was telling
laid
the
out.
owner when I was there Friday, I said, it's just a thing. It's a vibe. It's, I don't know, it's an aura. It's a thing. And
from the wood.
No, I like sitting there and you can sit it and watch the train. It's a thing. And now people sit out there with their puppy dogs. It's so cute.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
And
their
my-
little sidewalk
So
cafe.
animal-y.
I
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
It's one of the best moves I think the city ever made was allowing for outdoor cafe seating
It's wonderful.
because a
quaint.
lot of downtown businesses have really thrived with that. I
Yeah.
think that started during COVID or maybe just before COVID.
At Notes at Night, outside Graffitis, there was a lot of people that got to enjoy the live music while dining.
While eating,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was
And
wonderful.
love the painted trash cans.
Yes.
Oh, I love
Yes,
those.
I think Crete does those, don't they? I think Crete organizes that
They-
campaign.
the-
They
maybe.
organize it. They I think.
Maybe. I don't, because that doesn't come to the press anymore, so we don't know who's
I
in
don't
charge
think
of
they
it
painted
now.
it this year, but yeah, we'll figure it out.
been a couple
we'll
of
Yeah,
figure it
let
out.
us know. We'll be back. We'll have you back on the show for new
Yeah.
updates. And well, thank you so much for taking your time and joining us on a
Yes.
Thursday night. It's been an honor to have you on the show. And
Anytime.
we go down there quite a bit, and I'm down there at
Well,
least.
everybody
once a-
should, right?
Yeah.
Tell
Yeah.
your audience. Everybody
Everybody
should come
visit
down.
the downtown Stevens Point. There's nothing to be afraid of.
I do have to correct the website. You know, the one bad part of having downtown associations,
The
Stevens Point
history.
Alliance, now the
Yeah.
downtown. So our website is stevenspointdowntown.com.
We screwed it up.
That's okay.
It's
So-
so common, but
I
it's
know.
so bad that we screwed it
It's-
up.
Thank you,
I
though.
apologize.
No,
Thank you for
and so
fixing
that's
that.
why I thought I would let you guys know. Stevens Point Downtown, our Facebook, because there is other old pages and stuff.
Yes.
Stevens Point Downtown Facebook, Stevens Point Downtown Instagram, StevensPointDowntown.com is our website.
We'll
What
share
a
that.
nightmare.
I know it was,
Let's
but
share
branding,
that.
that's
For
what
you guys.
branding is important, and
I-
it takes a while.
I think
Yeah.
we'd like to have you come back maybe once a month or something.
Yeah,
and
Or with
love
any
to.
little updates or
But-
events.
Especially if I
now-
get MVJs.
do you
I'll
have
get you that pink sparkly
like
drink.
what can we expect in the next week or two?
Yes.
downtown?
So Notes at Night still goes, and so next week at Notes, let me get my is John Harry, a local favorite. John Harry
He's
is
the
going to
director
be
for
there.
the Portage County
Yes.
Historical Society.
And we've started a new thing this year was the night market. So
Yep.
July 1st, we started the night market. So we're going to have vendors there. That starts at 5. The music starts at 6.
I
And
love
this is
that
all
idea.
free?
All free. Yep. And so we have a few produce. We kind of wanted a little bit more farmers, but I get it. They're busy. This is their prime harvesting season.
Right.
So we have different types of farmers, homemade, homegrown, some other things that go well with the Notes at Night. And then we offer nonprofits to come down. So the Children's Museum's down there a lot,
Oh,
doing some
wow.
kids activities. This week we had WIC, the Women
Women,
and
infants, and
children.
children.
Yeah, so they were giving out information and helping people know how to use benefits or just be aware. So yeah, Humane Society's coming at one time.
Oh, wow.
I don't know the date for sure on that. I think it's in August sometime. But yeah, we love to open it up to nonprofits too, because it's a good venue to share the news of what they're doing
Oh, for
great in our
sure,
community.
yeah.
So all of our events are always open to nonprofits. They just got to get a hold of us. So that's coming up every Wednesday downtown. And then you already mentioned the wine walk in August. We are over halfway sold out. So
Get going, buy those tickets.
get your tickets.
They'll be
The
gone.
link is on the Facebook page, so definitely get your
I've seen
tickets.
people actually say, "Hey, anybody got tickets?" And I've seen that last year.
Yeah. So
do sell out.
we do like a total of 350. So
Wow,
and
that's
it'll
good,
be
though.
it'll be fun. And then let's see what else. Always looking for donors and sponsors. The Vibrant Spaces, that tunnel alleyway by the library, looking for people that want to be a part of that and really make the difference. It's a great project to help
Oh, for sure.
be a part of. So excited for that. And you guys know, look for us in October for the trick-or-treating. Look for us in
Yes.
November. The holiday parade is the Thursday before Thanksgiving. So we're thinking about doing a Peanuts 75th anniversary. So
Oh,
like
wow.
the great pumpkin
Oh,
and the little Christmas tree. I'm so bad at
That'd be
remembering.
really neat.
So
Are we gonna be in the parade?
so
Wait,
maybe
let's get
maybe
this.
Red Hot Takes should have a float.
Should we have a float?
You know what? I will say
With the
that
Charlie-
I have a serious issue with the junk vendors.
Oh,
at
We're
these
talking about how we
parades.
cannot allow them to come.
and
here we go.
well no I
No, I know.
I'm sick and tired of trying to watch a parade, but I can't see the float because there are 45 people in front of me handing stuff out.
Why
You know,
is
this is the first parade I
happening?
was ever at that I saw that, and I even went up to the police officer. I'm like,
Who are they? Why
"What-
are they
what-
here?
Who are they doing, and what are they doing?"
Exactly.
Like,
Who's
how do
in charge
we-
of that?
The Christmas
know.
one is the
We do the
The
holiday
downtown,
parade, but
yeah.
like they
They
never
just showed up?
got information from us. I don't know if they applied.
So
I don't
nobody
know.
approved
the
it.
questions
But
are
there
being
have been
asked.
so many leadership
No.
changes. It may just be something that was approved
What?
long ago.
I don't
and
know. I don't know. But I don't think I saw them at the 4th of July parade. I was looking because I was like,
I would love to get there was a number of years ago that it was an old fashioned Christmas was the theme of the parade.
Yeah.
And people in the parade were dressed in Victorian.
Oh,
I mean, it was so beautiful. It was awesome, and I think a lot of people would really enjoy seeing some
Oh,
theme.
yeah, it'd be
and
beautiful.
peanuts, I got to tell you, I think that's the way to go.
I think it'll be cool.
Here
I
we
think
go.
That'll be
Actually,
so
She kept
great.
saying, I
Sammy
don't
from
do.
Muzzy Broadcasting gave us the idea. So I
Yeah.
was like, I think we might run with that. So
That's I think
I'm probably
epic.
spilling the beans.
She's
but,
excited.
like,
I'm
yeah.
excited
Is
for a
there going to be
reaction.
a copyright issue
I don't
if we
know.
live stream this
I
to
don't know.
YouTube
Oh,
or
sh-
something?
yeah.
It's-
We'll figure this out.
All right.
We'll be getting
It's
together.
the idea of,
I'm coming to the
of
meeting.
the holiday parade being both Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Okay.
And that was a prime example of an organization that has done well
Yes.
Sure.
We can
with
figure
both
that
types
out.
of movies like that. So,
I love it. I love it.
and my favorite thing when I came here is in December, like the second Saturday in December, we have downtown Christmas
Yeah.
with live reindeer.
I
I
They're coming
volunteered.
this
It was
year.
like super
We're having
negative
them
like
this year.
degrees, and I still volunteered to hang out with the reindeer all day.
Yeah.
I'm like, Chris, you go with Santa. We moved everything else inside, and I'm like, I will stay with the reindeer. That was so amazing. I had college kids from Texas that were like, are these things real?
Okay, so you're going to have to come back.
Yes.
When we get closer to some of these events.
Yes. And
give
we
some
can
more
go
details.
down there with the tunnel and
We're
do
gonna
some
go down there with
video.
some cameras, and we're
Yes.
gonna.
Yep.
we're
Next
gonna,
week will be a good week. She's going to be painting. So
That'd be fun. We can
I,
go out.
well,
yeah,
you're
it'd
gonna
be
have
beautiful.
to text me or
Tuesday,
email
yeah.
me or something.
We'll do
so
some
I can come take
updates. I would love
pictures.
to follow
yeah.
up.
Don't go on
I
Monday.
mean-
It's getting pressure washed. So
Okay.
it's
No,
not
we ain't
ready.
going. on Monday.
Before, after.
Road trip.
yes,
Woohoo.
yes.
I'm excited. Well, thank you.
Thank you guys
It's
for
been
having
a
me. This
blessing
has been
having-
so much fun.
No, downtown Stevens Point is very important to us.
Stevens
so-
Point downtown.
Stevens Point downtown. When we
We need
post,
our
we
cue
are
cards.
we
gotta
are
fix
gonna
that.
we'll put the correct information.
Yes,
on
thank you guys so
Absolutely.
much.
No, thank
Have
you
fun.
so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Karen.
All right. How do we move on from that? Woo, that was lots of great information.
It's
Well-
gonna be a hard act to follow.
Oh, Carl, yes.
I do have something for you.
Oh,
Just to kind of confirm, for the trash can decorations,
okay.
it was Create Portage County that did put that on.
That's great.
That was
Beautiful.
back in 2023.
That's great. Thank you, Dr. Carl.
Thank you very, very much, my dear. I appreciate that. I love having him being able to do this now. It's so slick. All right, we're going to follow out with these police and fire calls for this week is brought to you by Graffiti Sports Pub, Stevens Point, the #1 bar with outstanding pub and food with a party vibe fueled by very large TV screens that play they're huge. They're just phenomenal with the amazing
Brisket.
All right. Boy, Brandy, I must say, every time I called her, so she always says I'm yelling. I can't talk. Nope, can't talk. Ain't going to make it to the meeting this week. Can't go. Got to go. You had the most busiest week since I've ever been this close to you.
Well, stop calling me at stupid times.
Go. Let him have it. Let's talk about your week.
A 37-year-old Plover woman is being held on $100,000 cash after prosecutors say she spent more than a year poisoning her ex-husband with eye drops. Jessica Meese is charged with aggravated battery and two felony counts of placing foreign objects in food or drinks. Investigators allege that she admitted putting eye drops into his beverages and even his CPAP machine, causing repeated medical emergencies. During Thursday's bond hearing, the victim told the court he fears for his life and the safety of his 3 children. Meese appeared to fight back tears as the judge ordered a cash bond. She is scheduled to return for a preliminary hearing on Monday. In other news, and in case you've been under a rock, you already know. 2 people charged in connection with Tuesday's homicide in the town of Carson are being held on high cash bonds. Judge Louis Malevsky Jr. today ordered a $1 million cash bond for 61-year-old Lyndon Bain Hood, who is expected to be charged with first-degree intentional homicide in the death of 57-year-old Jeanette Pienka. Sarah Pienka, her sister, age 46, prosecutors say helped Hood after the killing, was ordered held on $500,000 cash bond. During Thursday's hearing, the judge cited allegations that the victim died from multiple stab wounds and that investigators found clothing and knives soaking in bleach. Both defendants are due back in court on Monday as the investigation continues.
Such an awful tragedy. Awful, awful. I feel so bad for those families. Okay, so we do have a red hot take for the week. What you got, Brandy?
Oh, you want me to go?
I do. I do. Let her rip.
Well, I do have a little something I'd like to vent about. People who know me will probably not be at all surprised at what I'm about to say. So we broke a story Tuesday morning about this murder, not long after everything had unfolded. As soon as I heard about it, I got in my car and I drove out to the area because I knew where this was all going down. I was hoping I could at least get a photo of all the squad cars in front of a home without invading anyone's privacy or turning someone's worst day into a spectacle. The idea was to get a photo to use later after the families had been notified. I couldn't get a photo that I felt was appropriate, but I still made the trip because that's part of the job. Then I started making phone calls and I pestered poor law enforcement officers until I got confirmation, and once we had it, we published the story. We were the only ones with the story at the Metro Wire, I might add. The sheriff actually laughed and he said something like, "Well, now my phone's going to start ringing off the hook." That's been the pattern for years. Once a newsroom gets a scoop, everybody else realizes they miss it, and suddenly they're all calling for information, trying to find out what happened and see if there's anything more to the story. When I talked to the sheriff the following morning, he told me something I wasn't expecting. Not a single other reporter had called him. Not after our story. Not even after the official press release went out later that day. Nobody asked for additional details. Nobody tried to advance the story. Nobody did, well, the reporting part. That honestly bothered me a lot more than I expected it would. I don't think it's because local reporters suddenly became lazy. I think it's because the economics of local journalism have changed so dramatically that a lot of newsrooms simply don't have people anymore. When budgets get slashed, the first thing that disappears is time. Reporters stop having the luxury of chasing every lead because they're expected to produce more stories with fewer people. We saw that happen when WAOW cut a huge portion of its newsroom a few years ago, and this is happening all over Wisconsin and all over America. It's not unique to one station, it's happening everywhere. At the same time, government agencies are taking full advantage, and they have become very good at becoming their own publishers. Police departments, sheriff's offices, fire departments, cities, counties, they all have Facebook pages now. They put out photos, press releases, videos, and updates directly to the public. Sometimes the press is bypassed entirely. There's absolutely nothing wrong with using a Facebook page, and in fact, it's useful to disseminate information. But here's what worries me. People are starting to confuse public information with journalism. They are not the same thing. A press release tells you what an agency wants you to know. Journalism is picking up the damn phone after you read a press release and asking a bunch of damn questions on the information that was not included. It's calling neighbors. It's requesting reports. It's asking why. It's asking what happens next. It's trying to verify information instead of simply reposting it. These are all things that Happy Pineapple _246 will not be able to tell you. And even if they could, why on earth would you trust them? When people say, well, why do I need local news? The sheriff already posted it on Facebook, which I'm pretty sure is exactly how a caller worded it to me earlier today. They're unintentionally helping to create a world where there won't be anyone left to ask those extra questions. If everyone gets their information from Facebook instead of supporting local news outlets who are actually doing the reporting, those organizations eventually won't be able to afford to exist. It's not just payroll. It's insurance. It's web hosting. It's replacement cameras. It's the cost of public records requests. It's all those boring expenses nobody thinks about until they're gone. I guess what bothered me the most wasn't that we got the scoops. Scoops come and go. We get scoops all the time. What bothered me was realizing that nobody else even seemed interested in chasing the story. Because if people whose job it is to report the news stop reporting the news, who exactly is going to be left to hold our local governments accountable? Government agencies are supposed to communicate with the public, but they're not supposed to replace journalists. They're two completely separate roles. I hope local journalism survives, because once it's gone, people won't realize what they've lost until there's nobody left asking questions that never made it into the Facebook thread. That's all I got, Trina.
Well, Carl, I'm going to do my best. In closing our show today, it is with deepest regret. The show is dedicated to Rachel Phillip, who is Carl's amazing, beautiful mother that I was blessed and honored to know for a while. Her and her son helped us save the southeast corner of Gerke Park. And my hearts go out to you, Carl, and your brother and her family that she's left. And we are absolutely devastated and broken for Carl. We are starting a GoFundMe page, Brandy and I, that should be up tomorrow. And we love you, Carl. And Rachel, we've got Carl from here on out. And we love you, and we're going to miss you dearly. So in remembrance of Rachel, this show is dedicated to her. Thank you.
All right, everybody, that's our show for this week. Thank you very much for joining us. Do you have an out? Do you have you want to say anything before we go, Trina?
That was it.
All right. Thank you for joining us this week, everyone. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram. Follow us on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button. We have a ton of more content coming in future weeks. Lots of big surprises coming up. And I'm going to say, you know what? Stay out of trouble, and if you can, at least stay out of the police reports. So long.
Red Hot Takes LLC presents Red Hot Takes Portage County. Special thanks to guest Karen Margalovsky. I think I got it. Directed by Carl Rosenthal, written by Brandy McCuskey and Trina Dorn. Co-produced by Brandy McCuskey, Trina Dorn, and Carl Rosenthal. Music by Alexis Walton. Copyright 2026, Red Hot Takes LLC, all rights reserved. Filmed at Create Portage County Maker Studio in Stevens Point, Wisconsin. This episode of Red Hot Takes is dedicated to my mom, Rachel Phillip. Forever in our hearts. I love you, Mom.